What's good? It is Sam here. It is a rainy December 21st, a few days before Christmas, and tomorrow I drive back to New York. So I wanted to give an update on the MK-677 research that I am conducting, and just a quick synopsis of what I've been doing. I originally started with the MK-677. I've researched with it several times over the last 4 or 5 years, and this time my right elbow, my lower back, and my knee had been bothering me for quite a while. So I started with a MK-677 at 20 milligrams per day, 10 in the morning, 10 in the evening, right before bed. And last week I ordered some more. I put actually a video exactly where I ordered from and how the process works, because it's a little bit different ordering SARMs here in the United States, because there's a bill that's actually out that would make SARMs illegal to purchase, but currently they're not illegal. But the banking industry does not want to take on that risk. So most SARM companies don't want to have difficult time getting merchant services, which is just like the payment processing people. So you have like roundabout ways of doing that, whether that's through Bitcoin or Western Union or MoneyGram or Venmo or PayPal. So I made a whole video on that. Check out the channel. It's called like Ordering SARMs something or whatever. Anyway, I just got, at the beginning of this week, I switched to 10 milligrams per day. My elbow is feeling significantly better, so much better. I don't have any issue at all flexing, where before I would get a twinge from my ulnar nerve, which runs from I believe my armpit down the backside of my tricep into my elbow and then down to, I think it's the ring finger. So I don't have any discomfort from that when I'm flexing anymore. My lower back doesn't really bother me, only when I'm at a desk for a very long period of time, I'm sitting in a car for a long period of time, or I play a sport of some sort. And then my knee, actually I haven't even felt my knee at all recently. I haven't noticed any issues whatsoever. I do still have some discomfort in my elbow. So the discomfort in my elbow is only in the gym, and the discomfort in terms of now relative to when I started, so it's been it's probably been about 50 days and change since I've been going, maybe 50, 55 days since I started my research with MK-677. My doesn't hurt at all when I flex. Originally when I started, even when I was doing bicep curls, like I would feel it in my elbow a little bit. When I did pretty much any type of push movement, I would feel a little bit, especially any tricep exercises, like a dip or like a press down or an overhead extension with a dumbbell behind my head. I would feel it in those. So all of those things where I would feel it literally every single rep are pretty much cut in half. And I'm being conservative. I was gonna say like 65 or 75%, but like being conservatively, they're like 50% better. My elbow, in terms of the discomfort or the twitch or like that like grinding of the nerve or whatever it is that I would feel in my elbow, at least a 50% improvement in terms of that feeling. I would say it's much closer to 65%, 60%, but just to be super conservative, I'm gonna say 50%. And that is actually, well, there's two reasons why I switched from 20 milligrams per day to 10 milligrams per day. First is because, well, primarily, so 75% of that reason was because I was running low. Excuse me. Cover your mouth when you sneeze if there's other people around. If not, just spray it all over your car. It's fine. Trust me. Do it all the time. I was running low, and I had probably about a week and a half left of MK-677. So I decided to go to 10 milligrams per day as a maintenance dose, because it will still be effective. I think it's effective at like a ridiculously low milligram dosage. So I'm doing 10 milligrams per day, and the other reason is because my elbow's feeling so much better. I don't think I need to go near a 25 milligram dosage. I think if everything continues the way it's been going. So I also got my replacement of the MK-677, and it's incredible how cheap it is for the amount of benefits you get from. I mean, like a bottle for like $50-$60 lasts you a month or 2 months, depending on how much you decide to research with. But that's incredible for the amount of discomfort I had in my elbow for probably a year and a half or so. Then to take something and have it go away is just incredible. And I think more people should know about some of these benefits. I don't think you should do what I do. I don't think this is any type of recommendation on what to do. I think you should do your own research. This is not an endorsement. Now that that's done, I personally think it's awesome. I will continue taking 10 milligrams a day. Once the discomfort is completely gone, I might even drop it down to 5 and 2, meaning 5 days on and 2 days off. So like Monday through Friday, take it 10 milligrams per day. On the weekends, just take it off and see how I'm feeling with that. I'll keep you guys updated, but that probably won't happen for several months. Anyways, if you guys have any questions, let me know down below in the comments. In terms of the physique, pumps, feeling hunger, I don't notice. I really have never noticed too much of a issue with hunger. It maybe just a hair, like at the beginning. No, I really don't notice anything with the hunger at all. Some people that affects them a lot. With me, I haven't noticed it whatsoever. The sleeping, as I did on I think on my last update, I have copious amounts of fucking energy, and I wake up probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 3 to 6 times throughout the night, and this has happened since I was like in my early 20s, and it's not like that hasn't changed, but I almost like the times that I am sleeping. So say if I wake up 4.5 times, like 4 times throughout the night, the times between when I wake up, maybe I'm just getting more restful sleep or something. I just have copious amounts of energy, and maybe it's just because I'm more energetic of like what I'm doing in life, or a combination. You know what I mean? It's 20% from this, 40% from this, 40% for this, and just all together is what I'm really noticing now. I'm not sure, because it's so interconnected. When you look at it from a holistic point of view, that easily could be those things. However, I definitely am enjoying it. I'm getting almost exactly the same amount of sleep every day. I go to bed by about 11 o'clock every single night, give or take, plus or minus 20 minutes in either direction. But it's almost always at about 11 o'clock, plus or minus that, like 20 minutes. And then I get up right around 6 o'clock every day, plus or minus. Well, mainly just plus about 30 minutes, so somewhere between 6 and 6:30. But a lot of times it's right around 6. And I feel fucking amazing. Like I just feel really great. So I think that's an area that's not really talked about, especially when it comes to bodybuilding or changing your the composition of your physique from a fat loss or gaining muscle perspective. That wasn't my intention of even why I would be taking MK-677. However, I feel like I feel very good. I don't feel like I'm adding a ton of muscle, and I don't feel like I'm losing a lot of fat. I think, though, that is very minor relative to the amount of work I'm doing in the kitchen, meaning like counting my macros and seeing how much I'm doing on that side and the amount of cardio I'm doing. Maybe the cardio and the amount of effect from the MK-677 are similar. But you can take MK-677 and fucking easily gain fat. It's not gonna stop you from gaining fat. Just like if you take a steroid, you'll probably put on some muscle, like without doing anything. But if you want to look like a certain, if you want to look like a magazine cover or something along those lines, you need to fucking put in work. And that's not the drug. Yes, the drugs are going to be tremendously helpful, but you have to put in the work in the gym. Like, that's just what it is. You need to go to the gym, and you need to put the work in the diet. And it very similar to like a 70-30 split. Like, if you don't put the work into the diet, you're not going to get the physique that you want to get if that was your goal, to like look aesthetically, you know what I mean, look like a magazine cover from like, you know what I mean, like a fitness model. Not that you want to necessarily look at that, but that's the result, you know. Or I'm completely rambling at this point. Anyways, if you guys want to follow this journey, I'm going to continue doing updates, so make sure you press that subscribe button. I'm also publishing updates on my journey of getting to $100 a day online. I made $20 so far. It's been about 30 days since I started making that. I just did a video on it. Go click on the icon of my back and it'll take you to the channel. It has $20 and 47 cents in the title from Amazon Associates. Also, there'll be a link for Amazon Associates in the description. It doesn't cost you anything. It just takes some money that goes into Amazon's coffers and gives me a small portion of it. That's literally it. It's like them almost paying for advertising, but instead of using Google, they're using me. So it's probably cheaper for them to use me than it is for them to use Google for advertising. So that's basically it. It just gives me a small portion of whatever the sale price is I get. And it doesn't cost you anything more. So if you want to support the channel from a financial standpoint there, I would really appreciate that. Also, if you have any questions about any of these and you don't want to leave them like out in the comment section below, reach out to me on Instagram. It's sam.stolt, and I'll put a link in the description there, but it's sam.stolt, S-T-O-L-T, which is the name of this channel. Feel free to reach out to me. Happy to help out, and thank you so much for watching. Make sure to press that like button. Peace.